Hey guys, welcome to Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews, and this is SmackDown Live Review, this very special edition of 3rd of July, which is pretty much close to 4th of July, so it's the 4th of July version of SmackDown Live. Here we go! So we started off the show with Renee Young conducting an interview with Daniel Bryan and Kane on how they are back together as Team Hell No. And this was quite, to be honest, this was a good opening segment for me in my own opinion, guys. Mainly because Renee was asking questions. Daniel had like a smirky comeback when Kane was like, "Oh, Daniel may have never known, but he's always had a demon watching over him." And Daniel's like, "No, I haven't." And he's like, "You literally, the last time I saw you, we were facing off as foes, and you tombstone me here. It wasn't even a match." And Kane was like, "Well, everyone wants to win." And it was great. It was that great, like, Kane's like, "I did nothing wrong, I was just trying to win a match." And Daniel's like, "It wasn't even a match, Kane." It was great. It was great. I love the chemistry between the two. You can see they really just literally, it felt like nothing has changed in the last 5 years for them, and it was so much fun to see that chemistry back again. Then they were interrupted by the Usos, who cut an absolutely brilliant promo stating, "Well, if we hug, do we get a title opportunity?" And they hugged 4 times. Went, "We got 4 title opportunities, yo!" And that was great. Great little. It's right now the Usos are a fantastic place where they're neither face or heel, and they can get away with saying whatever they want, and it does work. Paige came out and stated tonight's main event is going to be Team Hell No take on the Usos. Now, if the Usos win, they'll be added to the SmackDown Live Tag Team match at Extreme Rules against the Bludgeon Brothers and Team Hell No. For me, fantastic opening segment. Kane and Daniel Bryan were entertaining, and the Usos as well were fantastic. I'm going to give this a solid 6 out of 10. This moves us on to the first match of the night, and it was a 4th of July United States Open Challenge. Jeff Hardy comes out to the ring. He's doing the whole Willow thing, which for me, even I've not really been a big TNA fan, but I do recognise this character which Jeff Hardy's trying to play, and I wasn't a big fan of it when I saw it. I'm still not a big fan of the whole makeup and eyes painted on and all this stuff. It's just not me. But the fans seem to like it, and that's all that matters, you know. And Jeff Hardy is Jeff Hardy, so we're all gonna root for him anyway. Puts down an open challenge, and who answers it? None other than the A-lister, The Miz. And they had a decent match. It was, for me, one of the best matches of the night. It was entertaining, it was fun, and the ending worked well. I thought it worked really well for what it needed to be. You can tell Jeff Hardy is still struggling with an injury, and that is a shame, but The Miz works so well, and he is ready for hold another title. He could hold any title right now in WWE, and he would make it must see. Haha, get it? Must see. But yes, Miz put his legs up on the ring, on the ropes. Looked like he was about to get the pin. He thought he had won. The referee's like, no, you haven't won. Jeff Hardy pretty much swanton on him, gets the win, and then we get announced that it will be Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy at Extreme Rules. For me, again, like I keep saying, entertaining from start to finish. The Miz is a good opponent to have. It's a superstar up there, and Jeff Hardy getting the victory. You know, you just got that feeling he might drop the belt at Extreme Rules, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what's next. For me, again, another 6 out of 10. Next up, we had the first ever New Day 3rd of July pancake eating competition, and this was hosted by Byron and Saxon. Oh god. Commentating team were brilliant at this. Byron was up on the top of the ring talking to New Day, and Tom Phillips and Corey Graves were just literally dissing Saxon throughout it. It was fantastic. I loved that. They're just about to have their competition, And what happens? Lights go out, Sanity's music hit, New Day are like, what? And then from behind, Sanity destroy New Day. They literally absolutely kill them. It's fantastic, and it's one of those segments like, yes, I want to see New Day versus Sanity. This will work out so well. Can we please get Extreme Rules? They take out Big E, they take out Kofi, they make Xavier Woods watch it all, and at the end they pull the table which had the pancakes on and put Xavier Woods through it. It's neither a match, it's neither a promo. This is, for me, brilliant. This is making it. Unfortunately, they lost last week, but this really is what Sanity do best. So I'm giving this another 6 out of 10. Next up, we had Asuka versus James Ellsworth, the battle of the sexes, as they were calling it, and it wasn't really a match. James Ellsworth ran away. Asuka chased after him, which was, for me, brilliant and entertaining. The referee counted them both out. Carmella was on commentating. God, Carmella is so boring on commentating. She's not that interesting as a champion. Her commentating skills are very poor. You think with someone like Carmella, she would be really up for doing promo work. She'd be really good at it. But no, she's really not. She's very, very, very poor at them right now. Compared to all the other women on SmackDown Live, she feels like the weakest one right now. Ellsworth and Asuka were both counted out. Asuka still beats the crap out of Ellsworth. He runs away with Carmella. He's interrupted by Paige when they're backstage and says, by the way, Ellsworth, you have another match with Asuka next week, and it will be surrounded pretty much as a lumberjack match next week. Can't wait. The match itself never happened, but it's entertaining, it's at home. So I'm going to give this a, unfortunately, 4 out of 10 because the match never really happened. Next up, we had Aiden English versus AJ Styles. Now, you'd think the WWE champion would have a lot, main event quite a lot of the time on SmackDown Live, but no, it feels like right now AJ's match with Rusev has been pushed down slightly. But AJ cut a fantastic promo. Really saw that he's ready to take on Rusev. Rusev comes out, states he's ready to take AJ's house that he built, and it was a good back and forth promo work. Then, before the match started, Rusev was like, "Oh, AJ, I'm about to tell you something," and Aiden English punches AJ Styles in the face. He goes, "Nah, never mind," and they have the match. It's not a very dominant match for Aiden English. He literally has a good 2 minutes of being in charge, and then AJ turns it around, beats Aiden English with the calf crusher. Aiden taps out, AJ wins, and then Rusev attacks AJ Styles after the match. To be honest, it really, for me, it's building up rivalry perfectly. The fans can neither boo or cheer Rusev right now. It's really awkward because you're like, oh, we love Rusev, but he's playing a heel right now. But we want Rusev Day. Oh, plays AJ Styles. It's going to be interesting to see how the crowd reacts at Extreme Rules. I reckon it'll be very split. I don't see it being the main event at Extreme Rules, but I'm glad they've given Rusev this opportunity to take on for the WWE title. For me, the match itself was very, very basic. It did what it needed to do, so it's going to get a simple 4 out of 10. Next up, we had Becky Lynch versus Peyton Royce, and not a very long match. This, again, this is the only women's match of the night, really, and Becky pretty much dominated the whole match. It was not. It made Becky look really good, and I gotta say, a bit disappointed Peyton Royce didn't have as much attack as many offensive capabilities in this match, but definitely they're booking Becky Lynch much better recently, and I'm enjoying that. I'm a huge Becky Lynch fan, so seeing her win like she has been doing for the last few weeks has been entertaining. She did win again. She again disarmer on Peyton Royce. She taps out. She has tapped out Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, Sonya Deville, Charlotte Flair, in the last month and a half, she has been the most dominant woman on SmackDown Live. Becky Lynch feels like the SmackDown Women's Champion more than Carmella right now. That's how well they've been booking her. So the match itself wasn't anything quick, but again, Becky getting more and more momentum. So I'm going to give it a good 5 out of 10. I'm entertained from it, and I'm happy that Becky's finally getting pushed the way she should have been for such a long time. And this moves us on to the main event itself, where it's the Usos taking on the team of Team Helena. And man, it was a great match. I've got to give the Usos all the credit. They were the horses in this match. They did a lot of the big moves that Kane and Daniel can't really do. But it was such a good back and forth type of match. Daniel, Bryan and Kane came out flying, and they really controlled the first part of the match. The midway part, the Usos were very much dominant, and at the end it was so close between who would get the victory. Like I said at the start of the video, if the Usos won, they would be added to the Extreme Rules SmackDown Live Tag Team title match. Unfortunately, they didn't win, but it was such a close match. The Usos were about to do a double Usos frog splash onto Kane. He grabbed them, got both of them, threw one of them into Daniel Bryan's knee to face, and then choke slammed the other one, while allowing Team Helena to get the victory. But like I said, it was an entertaining back and forth. The Usos super kicks were on point. Kane looked like he was going down. Daniel looked like he was going. It looked like the Usos were going to get a good surprise win and get added to that title match, which I wouldn't have minded at all. But no, and like I said, back and forth entertainment. And you just knew it was going to be fun. I'm going to give the match itself a 7 out of 10. Like I said, best match of the night and entertaining. And then after the match ended, Daniel's telling Kane how to do the yes chant properly, and then the Bludgeon Brothers come out. Don't come out to the ring, they come out from the entrance and stare down Team Helena. And that was SmackDown Live for this week. Pretty much a decent show, strong from start to finish. Team Helena were, let's be honest, Daniel Bryan was the focus point for the whole episode, but unlike Raw, where you could feel it was forced on with Roman Reigns, this one with SmackDown Live focusing mostly on Daniel Bryan and Kane, with backstage segments, the opening segment and the main event going to them. It just felt more natural. It felt like this whole getting the Team Helena together thing, it just felt a lot more organic, and I'm glad that this is they're really pushing Daniel. He feels like the main star on SmackDown Live right now. But yeah, I was entertained from start to finish. What did you guys think? Did you enjoy it? Did you think it was a good episode? Do you think Raw was better this week? Put it in the comments below, guys. And if you do like our videos, please like and subscribe and press that notification button so you can keep up with all our videos here on Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews. And if you want to follow the channel, please do. It's at Smack Talk YouTube. That's you and Tube. And if you want to follow me, I'm at Boise88. And I'll see you guys next time on Smack Talk Wrestling Reviews.